Let's pretend we scored a goal. Let's pretend we scored a goal.
Adrian. Congratulations to Adrian on his graduation day. Right time of recording. Big up your chest. He did something. I can't remember what he graduated in. But anyway, we'll move on. Welcome to Top 4. My name is Peter. I'm an Arsenal fan. I'm joined by Oscar, a Chelsea fan.
Antonio. I
thought there's another lyric in there. That's just it.
It's just Antonio for now.
And I'm also joined by David, an Arsenal fan.
Fam, you let the enemy of football beat you, bro.
Ooh.
West Brom, blood.
Oh.
One.
Was that a reference to Leicester?
Blood.
Oh,
Hey.
gosh, what a weekend. What's a weekend?
Mad.
But I tell you what, we're going to start over in North London, where Arsenal and Tottenham shared the points.
Shocking, bro. Absolutely shocking.
You're not happy?
No, bro.
Talk to me, why are you not happy?
Team was dead, bro.
Like the lineup or just the players when they go on the pitch?
I don't know, bro. They weren't on it, bro.
What did you think? The first half was alright. Like we were.
First half was dead, bro.
What? The first half?
Bro, you think got turned, bro. Mustafi, blood.
What my son?
Getting turned.
On the
Nah,
byline.
man.
Yeah, he couldn't catch
byline.
him. He couldn't catch him.
Hey, that
Hey!
period is quick.
You can't catch him.
Tell you, that
You
better.
can't catch
Bro, I'm not happy, bro.
You're not happy? Really?
It was like, you know,
Because it's Spurs. Is that what it is?
yeah, bro.
Spurs.
Spurs was dead.
Yeah, you got to think, like, going into this game, looking at the form of both teams, you kind of feel like Arsenal kind of failed. They should have won this game.
It's a bit strong.
Like,
Bro.
for example, yeah, they changed their system 3-4-3. Press them from the beginning, bro. Make them uncomfy, bro. That's what Chelsea did to Everton, bro.
But the thing is, with that, it's like with a new formation, Arsenal obviously were just a bit like, there's not as much space as we used to have. Like at home, we always have space.
Yeah.
But in that game, bro, there was no space for Arsenal whatsoever. And Spurs did what they do best, tracking players down, closing teams down. And so, but once Arsenal got used to it, that's when Arsenal started really playing good football.
Yeah, Arsenal.
You lot are saying about
Like, do you know what I mean? No, like when they're
unbeaten.
No,
Yeah,
I heard that.
unbeaten, but come on, they've been drawing a lot lately.
Yeah, but that's still, guess what? Because teams can't beat them.
Yeah, no,
You know what I'm saying? Like, so to say we failed.
Bro, they drew West Brom, though.
Villa,
Like,
whatever his name is, was shocking, bro.
Yeah, our Villa was garbage.
It was garbage.
If there's one thing he will always be known for the rest of his career is that he scored an own goal in a North London derby. No matter how good his career goes.
I have a lot of sympathy for him on that goal.
Why? He headed the ball in his own net.
It was
What
offside.
sympathy- Okay.
It was offside.
How was it offside?
Goal. The goal should not have stood.
Do you know the offside rule?
Yes, I do know the offside.
What is the offside rule?
The offside. Oh my gosh, probably actually going through the formalities of this. But the offside rule is you can't be ahead of the last defender by the time
Right.
the ball is played.
Yeah.
And once the ball comes in,
Yeah.
if you touch the ball
Yeah.
or if you are interfering with play in a position that interferes with play, you are then offside, right?
In a position that interferes with play,
Yeah.
or if you interfere with play. Because many times you've got guys who stand who could be standing near the goalie and that they could have their hands raised. Or
Yeah.
there was a goal recently, actually, one weekend where somebody was in the way of the goalkeeper, but because he didn't move, like his body didn't move towards the ball or
Yeah.
nothing like that, it stood. Whether or not that was right, I don't know.
Personally, I think like there was 3 Arsenal players there, but only 2 of them were offside. I think it was.
If they were all in the offside
Sanchez. No,
position.
2 of them were in offside position. One of them ran, so he wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then they're both offside. And the thing is, the only
Basically,
Yeah.
Alan Shearer said on Match of the Day, yeah.
Oh, what did he say?
He said, yeah, because Sanchez and whoever the other person was, yeah,
I think it's Mustafi.
like Rimmer can't leave the ball alone.
Yeah. Because
Obviously, Koscielny's on side. So if he leaves it and he scores, then cool.
Yeah.
But he's saying the other 2 are offside.
But Wimmer heads the ball.
No, but
Vimmer.
No, but
So
listen,
it affects
Wimmer-
his decision.
No, but listen, Wimmer's not in a position to head that ball properly and make a good clearance. He did it because there were 2 players behind him, and he can't leave it in the hands of the referee and say, "Oh, they're offside, so I'm not going to touch it." He has to do something. Do you know what I mean?
So basically,
you
he's
can't
saying.
leave the ball.
So basically, Alan Shearer's point was, yeah, if you're offside, bro.
Shearer chat's garbage.
That's why.
Nah,
he was
Shearer's got a point.
No, say for example, yeah, Sanchez. Let's just say the ball's on the halfway line,
Yeah.
and Wimmer does a pull back pass. Sanchez is way ahead of him. Now it's just Sanchez and the goalkeeper 1-on-1.
He's offside.
How is he onside?
Because the defender passed
It's
it.
a back pass.
But that's the point.
It's a back pass.
Yeah, exactly. The defender touches the ball last.
But the only
No,
reason
but
he
you saying-
touches the ball is because there's a threat of
Listen,
a goal from the two offside
this is-
players.
No, but this is the point. That's Wimmer's decision to not touch that ball. Because if you said to me, oh, you know what, he doesn't touch the ball because he doesn't want to leave it in the ref's hands. Fair enough.
No.
I understand that argument. But at the end of the day, they would have been offside clearly if Wimmer doesn't touch the ball.
No, because it's going to Koscielny. I think that
I
ball's
don't know.
going to Koscielny.
Koscielny looks like he makes a move with it.
No, but he's
on
onside.
Oh yeah.
Koscielny's
there was one
onside.
I think it was Sanchez.
It's the other. He's talking about the other two.
Okay, so say for example, Koscielny heads it in the back of the net. It's
Goal.
onside. It's goal.
It's a
exactly.
goal.
So it can't be now offside because Wimmer touched it. That's even more worse. Wimmer's the
No,
opposing
that's-
side.
Yeah, but you got. That's what I'm saying. When
No,
when
is
you
it
said
unfair?
Wimmer had a horrible game, I was like, I feel sorry for him because he did that because he had to.
Listen, if you're gonna touch, if you're gonna touch the ball,
the error.
you've got to clear danger.
But he wasn't in a position to head it. He just felt like there's people behind me, so I have to get a touch.
I think the first thing as a defender, the rule of thumb is you clear danger. That's
yeah,
it.
and he tried to do that. He was far away from the
flopped the
ball.
base.
He flopped the base.
He flopped-
Oscar, you have to understand. It's not like
there was
it's
not
not.
much he
Oscar, it's
could
not
do,
like it's not like he was like.
John Terry does not head that ball in his own
Bro,
net.
Terry doesn't head that ball.
No. He doesn't head it in his own net, bro. That's I'm trying to focus
two
on.
things. Yeah,
That is great.
Hey, that hand is raised and he's standing still, determined.
I'm not about that hand raised lifestyle. I'm not about it.
Or guess what? Rosette.
Rosette,
There's no
bro.
other. This guy placed the ball in the back of the net. It's not like he struggled to get the ball and then think he swings at the head. You know what I'm saying? He swings with the neck. Bang in the back of the net, bro. That is a placed goal. I'm not having that.
unfair.
I'm not even having
Unfair.
that.
I'm not having that. I'm not having none of that.
John Terry clears that, bro.
It was unfair. I'm not saying I wholeheartedly agree with Valencia. I do agree with some of the points that you're making as well, but I
Yeah.
just feel sorry for Wimmer himself because I feel like
Listen,
he
he
did
had-
what he had to do. He put his head there because if he didn't, Arsenal would have scored and it would have been his fault again. So he was in it either way.
I don't know if it's Wimmer against 3 Arsenal attackers. I can't blame Wimmer alone.
But if he doesn't head it, you blame him.
I don't.
If he doesn't go for the header, you're going to be like, what the heck are you doing?
You say that, but if he's gonna put it, so now I can't feel sorry for him because he touched it. Guess what? He put it in the back of the net. So I can't say nothing now. Now I can't say nothing. He touched it. He did his job in quotation marks. And
Bruv, the crowd was shocking, bro. Let's move on from that. The
What do you mean,
crowd. Bruv, I watched the game on BT Sport.
Sunday morning, bro. You have to understand the timing of
I
this
hear
game. though.
that. No, I hear that. I hear that,
Listen,
bro.
don't get it twisted. Like it was pumped, but do you know what was?
Nah,
okay,
and I think also the poppy.
I was gonna say I don't want to be insensitive.
Yeah.
I don't want to be insensitive, but the
What
fact
happened?
the poppy thing happened
Remembrance
just before
Day.
the kickoff.
Oh, so everyone had a silence.
So imagine,
Yeah.
so imagine, right? Everyone, the team sheets have been announced. When the Spurs players get called out, boos are chorusing everywhere. Then the Arsenal team obviously got called out. Yeah, bare cheers. Everyone was pumped, and it was like, your referees are so and so. Everyone was like, Arsenal. Then it was like, can we please take a moment silent? And you're just like, whoa, this thing.
And the guy had the trumpet.
And the guy had a
playing
trumpet.
the
We're talking this guy played a tune.
Mad.
You know what I'm saying? We're talking kickoff from
Yeah, but doesn't it normally once they do the minute silence, the referee blows the whistle and then the crowd's like, yeah.
No,
Like,
but it was a
screaming
whole.
like, did that happen?
it was
It was a whole set, 10
But the
minutes.
full set, because I was going to say, do you know
madness.
in the other games, did they have that?
I don't think they did.
None of them had like a full
Remember
string?
that Sunday, or was it?
No,
the day
like a weekend, I'm saying. Over the weekend. Was there any other one that had like a full
Nah.
set?
I didn't see that.
We're talking,
I didn't see that,
we're talking guys in the, the reef was brought to the pitch. Now, most men don't even have the reef. I saw in the Chelsea game, they brought this big flag of a poppy. Things like that. So like, they took it like big deal. Like it was big.
It might have been BT Sport that paid for all that to be done.
And it's mad because
That game was on BT Sport, right?
Yeah. And there was a time where there's these ex-military guys who both played for Arsenal and Spurs. One played for Arsenal, one played for Spurs. And when we were talking about when the announcer was talking about him, like the whole crowd was clapping. Like Spurs fans, Arsenal fans, all clapping these guys who were ex-footballers and also army guys. So it was almost like there was bare sense of respect, until Wimmer's goal. That's when it was like, I forgot it's a Long London derby. It was one of those weird games. But
So
early
basically,
kickoff,
you just felt like
Sunday, the occasion, put all of those three together. The weather, I mean, I'm being silly,
it was
but
cold, bro.
it was blitz. Like,
So
it
what you're
was
saying is
cold.
like the love and the passion of the whole
Put that
poppy
game,
got in the way
put that
of the
8 PM,
hatred
like,
that
Tuesday
you want.
night. Listen,
there
put
was
that
too
in-
much respect shown at the beginning of the game.
You tell me what
you
pub could you
wanted
have
some
gone
more
to in the
fights
morning?
and
What pub could you have gone to have a drink before that?
North London Tavern.
Everyone is like sober. You know what I'm saying? Everyone was like teetotaled by then. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's not like, oh yeah, man, I'm coming amped. 5:30 on a Saturday, you'd get the crowd. That would be a pumped game.
Yeah. But anyway, back to the football. We had Harry Kane start. That was a
Yeah,
surprise.
I was cool with that. Do you know what? I preferred that because I thought, not 100% Harry Kane is better than a fully fit any of the other strikers.
But he's still lethal in front of goal.
He scored a penalty.
He's lethal. He's lethal. He's 5-5 against Arsenal.
Yeah, he's got a good result. He's got a good record.
He's
against Arsenal.
what a guy.
He can't stop scoring against Arsenal. I'll give you that.
What a lad, Harry.
Again, I think the penalty was harsh.
Bruv, chop him blood, bro.
Yeah, real talk.
Chop him blood. Why was he there, bro?
He should have been fouled from the centre circle. There's no reason why that ball made it all the way into the penalty area.
Yeah, what's the doing, bro? Chop the guy, bro. Take that yellow, bro.
Yeah, you're right. No, there's a lot of them that were just watching.
That's what I'm saying. Where was the passion, blood? Like, yo, what to bang Tottenham,
I told man, Wilshere is at Bournemouth, bruv. The passion you're after, he's in Bournemouth. He's playing for Bournemouth right now. The only guy that cared.
Where was Xhaka, bro? Was he playing?
Xhaka played.
Did he start?
Do you know what? He had to turn. He started, but he had to calm down quickly because in the first 2-3 minutes, this guy was hacking legs. Yeah, to the point where Kishore was like, "Yo, relax, calm down."
Yeah,
even when I think Coquelin got one dirty foul by Wimmer as well. Yeah, Wimmer had a shocking game. What are you talking about? Had a poor afternoon. But anyway, there was a time when Wimmer clattered Coquelin and Jack was ready for the beat, and Kishore just literally grabs him and pushes him away. And he's just like, "Look, I don't know how y'all do it in Switzerland, but it's not like that, right?" Yeah, it was one of those ones where he could have easily got sent off in that game. So could have Wanyama. So could have all these players. Oh. It was one of those. It was rough. It was rugged. But I was disappointed on the day.
Walcott didn't have a good game.
Walcott, it was here and there.
Injury, bro.
Here and there. You know what I mean? He just come back off injury. You know what I'm saying? Bro. It was here and there. You know what I mean? I don't know.
To start again, bro.
So I don't know. Based on match of the day, I didn't watch the game live, but I feel like once Tottenham scored that penalty. Up until then, it was pretty much Arsenal. But after that, they had a good hold on the game.
They
5 minutes into the second half.
They just looked
but it looked like from then they went on to have more chances.
Their chances were more dangerous. We had chances. We put the ball around. We were flinging the ball in the box. The ball probably went into their penalty area more than it went into ours. But when it went into ours, it was like, whoa. Yeah. They hit the post. They hit.
Eriksen had a great
shot. World-class save from Czech. Do you know what I'm saying? So there were times. I thank God for people like Per Czech. Oh my God, Chelsea fans.
Hi, that was Chesney.
Forget that. Chesney, Almunia, Fabianski, the lot of them. I don't care what goalkeeper you could have had there. Even Ospina, as good as he is, they all concede that goal. You know what I'm saying? That was a world-class save. But it was one of those games. I was gutted, but do you know what? When Cazorla's not there, bro.
Bruv, it's a headache.
See, away from home, we get away with it.
Trust me.
Away from home, you can have two holding midfielders that are just solid. El Neni, Coquelin, Xhaka. You take your pick. You can have them away from home because the home team comes out, so we just spread that over. But what did I say to you, man? I don't know if I said it on the pod or not, but I was screaming this all week. Tottenham are coming to defend. They're not coming to lose. That's all. They don't care about winning. They just make sure they're not going to lose. And guess what? You said what? 3 at the back. I saw Dyer. I saw Wimmer. I saw Wanyama and Dembele. That's 4 defensive midfielders in that pitch. Do you get what I'm saying? So I was thinking, right, where's everyone else fit? Do you know what I'm saying? They still had Vertonghen. It still had Kyle Walker and Rose. There was bare defensive players in that game. And so I always knew that Spurs were going to come for a draw. No problem. As long as they don't lose, that's all they cared about. Do you get what I mean? So it's always going to be stiff. It's always going to be tight. Do you know what I mean? In my opinion. But, look, if you can't win, don't lose, bro. Bottom line. There was a point where you just thought, I would be hacked off if we lost 2-1. And I thought, I don't want to hit that rage.
Yeah, that would have been terrible
Let's just leave it at 1-1. Do you know what I mean? If worst comes to worst.
I feel like going in this game, Arsenal had to get 3 points.
I agree with you. And we should have got the 3 points in the first half. I think we should have put this game away in the first half. You know what I mean? So Chamberlain came on, didn't have a good cameo. Iwobi's chance one-on-one almost with the keeper, you put that away. Theo Walcott in the post. Chamberlain just needs to look up before he crosses. I don't know why he doesn't look up. It's constant. It happens all the time. He doesn't look up before crossing. So you need to, you know what I mean? There's all those little nitpicky things.
Them tickers there, bro.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Spurs' chances were more dangerous. I'll give you that, absolutely. So they look like the ones that were going to score. But Arsenal just had that same arc of frustration. That was literally a all around the box.
It's annoying, bruv, man.
Yeah, it is, but we're still there.
6 on 5s, man.
We're still, yeah, I know. It's it's the kind of weekend that was going on. That's why, but look, As long as Arsenal, look, we're away at Old Trafford next, after the international break. You know what
I can't wait for that one.
Oh, I totally can't wait, mate.
It's gonna be great.
I cannot wait. You know what I'm saying?
Can't
Look,
lose that though.
we had 15 shots, Oscar. 2 were on target. Spurs had 10, 3 were on target. Do you get what I'm saying? So, overall, it was like, you know what? Yeah, here and there. We did 23 tackles, probably the most we've done all season. Do you know what I mean? In such a tight game. So I'm not too bummed by it. I'm not too bummed.
Bro.
Huh?
I'm
You're bummed. I know because we didn't score 4 or 5, but guess what team did score 5? Chelsea! At home to Everton. What Everton team was this? What Everton team turned up?
Why are we talking about an Everton
Who told you to
team?
play 3-4-3?
Why are we talking
bro?
about Everton? It's got nothing to do
Who
with
told you to
Everton.
change the
does.
form? It
Everton-
does, bruv.
it does.
They were just 11 men to fill
No,
the
no,
shirts.
no,
Alright?
no,
Chelsea
no.
were incredible. That's what we need to talk about.
Hold on. I might be a hater in it, but Everton laid down.
Everton
Everton came to Stamford
Laid
Bridge.
down.
They laid down, bruv. What are you talking about? Their first shot came after 80 minutes.
Do you know what? Yeah,
they weren't there.
Well, you can say,
Well, they
Bruv, they would. Were they there, bruv?
You can't even name their midfield.
You can lay down or you can be tied down.
Oh,
There's a difference.
shut up.
There's a huge
Get out
difference.
of
I
here,
think
man.
Chelsea
Oh, come on,
tied them up.
No, they tied
Laid
themselves
down.
down,
Did you see the
bro.
goalkeeper in that game? I'm sorry. All of them.
Stekelenburg is a joke,
Oh,
man.
shocking. Alonso's goal.
Alonso's goal was a joke.
Oh, it was all good. It was all good at the bridge.
Koeman, yeah, so I feel.
He-
I was about to give out the award quick.
I was going to say that as well. I got bare faith in man.
Hey,
Bro.
bro.
I love what he does. I love his formation. I love the way he's hard. He's hard to beat.
Well, let's just talk about that formation for a second, yeah. And the reason. What?
No, go on.
Yeah,
just like ringing bells, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
The reason I feel Everton lost this game, is because they do a very similar thing to Chelsea do, which is the 3 centre backs, if you will, the 3 in the middle, and then the 2 wing backs. So it's like 5 at the back.
I've never seen Everton play 3
He's saying we were arguing about this all game.
I said it, bro.
I said it at the beginning.
Do you know what? I remember instinctively they did it against Man City. That's the one game I do remember them doing it, and I think because it worked, I think they brought it to the bridge. Maybe at home and stuff like that, they go to the 4-4-2 or 4-2-3-1, whatever. They might.
Them man didn't look comfy, bro.
What I'm saying is, over the past couple of weeks, we've seen Chelsea switch to that formation, and we've seen them prosper. Yeah, we also saw Tottenham play that way against Arsenal in a very similar thing.
And City.
And City as well. I didn't even notice that.
The bad City with
But
that formation.
the thing about the way Chelsea play, is that Chelsea are operating in a way where we have such strength in wings. Like a lot of people keep saying that Hazard's playing as a CAM, but he's not. He's playing as a winger. Hazard and Pedro are still wingers, and behind them they have Alonso and Victor Moses. Yeah. So the thing is, we still have a lot of strength from those wings. Yeah. But then coming into the middle, we have Kante and Matic. Now, normally with formation, you either go strong on the wings and you kind of suffer in the middle. But because we've got Kante and Matic, they're so strong in that middle, we've got strength on the wings, strength in the middle. What Everton did was they put all their strength into the middle. They played players like Cleverley, they played Barry, and it was just like...
Cleverly,
You know what I mean? The only wide player they had was Balassi, and we rarely saw him out on the wing. And then when Balassi's out on that wing, who's on the other side? There's no one. Whereas with Chelsea, you have Hazard and Pedro on either side. And I think that's why they kind of struggle, because they packed that midfield. But you look at Chelsea's goals, 4 of Chelsea's goals came from the wing, and 1 of them came from a corner, which is kind of the wing anyway. So I think that's where everyone went wrong.
Were dead, bro.
They got it tactically wrong. They had one shot all game. They had one shot all game, 9 on target. One shot all game. Chelsea had 60% possession.
Yeah, we bossed it. We bossed it.
9 on target.
We bossed it, lads. That's what I'm
9
saying.
on
I
target.
can't even say anything, bruv.
What can you say?
We can talk about Eden Hazard again and how excellent he was.
He was very good.
How do you have
very
2
good.
man marking man and then he cuts inside and scores, bro?
I mean, that's what I'm struggling with here. I'm struggling with Chelsea's excellent performance versus Everton's shambolic display on all fronts. Not just at the back. That Funes Mori guy, holy smokes! I know people have probably said, "Oh, he's rubbish" or whatever. He was garbage. And Oviedo, that left-hand side, basically, is what I'm saying. That left-hand side, I don't know if that was because Moses was just running it ragged or whatever. I don't know what was going on secretly, but every time the ball went that way, assists came from that way like it was casual. If not on the left, Hazard just takes the ball inside and scores. Costa could have had about a hat-trick, couldn't he? He seemed a bit weird. No.
Yeah, I mean, Costa.
He had a funny
Costa. It's weird. He had a bad game. Yet he
Yeah,
got a goal.
he had a bit of a funny
So
performance.
it's like, yeah, it was alright. But it's always good when you score, especially as your top striker. So there's not much to say.
look,
The football we played though,
it was very good football.
It was
very good
immaculate.
football.
The way we were passing the ball about, the crowd were doing all the Ole chants and stuff.
Yeah.
It was just like, it was like watching Barcelona. I
mean,
couldn't
look,
believe it.
You scored 5. Everton made 25 clearances in that game. It could have been. It could have been a slaughterhouse.
been
Like it could have been
more.
really.
Could have been
I mean,
more.
5-0 is horrible. Is a horrible defeat, but God knows what that could have been. We're looking at 10.
Oh,
easily.
mate.
I saw it was 3. I saw it was 3-0 at half time, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Was it in
3
20
half
minutes?
at
Was it
half time.
like 20 minutes?
Nah, 20 minutes. We scored our first goal on the 90th.
No, but
No,
like
it was two.
as in a span. Wasn't it like in a span of 20 minutes? Like all 3 goals were in.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, no,
I
anyway.
don't know, something like that.
And it was funny. Oscar was saying during the game, in the first 19 minutes, he was like, you know what, this game, Chelsea haven't scored early. Like, you know, you feel a bit.
I said that in like
2-2's,
15 minutes. I was like, right, it's weird. Chelsea. I'm so used to Chelsea scoring early now. And then we scored 4 minutes later, and the ball just got rolling. The ball just got rolling.
You know
See, that's what I'm saying.
when Beat was showing the replay and then he scored again, bro.
Yeah. Too busy showing replay, bro. Stick to the
Saying
game.
it, but teams are coming to Stamford Bridge and they're getting rolled over. That's
that
what it's
what it
supposed to be.
Is that what it is?
3 in a row now. Are you mad?
3
Another
in a
clean
row.
sheet.
Guys have
Another
moved-
clean sheet,
Moved away
guys.
from that defensive football, just licking.
I'm telling you, bro. So
Nice.
Conte's been doing something, man. And I've been sitting there saying, nah, Chelsea ain't had the test yet. They ain't had the test yet. But Southampton away, Everton at home back to back.
Test.
You know, those are
United
two
at
good
home,
tests.
test.
United.
No, United wasn't
laid
a
down.
test, bro.
United and Everton just both.
Do you know what? Even that game, them man them are playing
I don't
injured,
understand.
but
We
we'll
just-
get to that later on.
If we make, the thing
We'll
is,
get to that later on,
if
bro.
we make a team look weak, it's not that means they're a weak team.
talking
That's
that
not what
talk.
it
He's
means.
talking that
He's talking
talk,
this guy
It
was
means you're coming
nervous
to
in
the
the summer, you know.
guys, it's like Russian roulette.
Oh, for
we
flip's
spin the
sake.
wheel. Whichever 11 men want to come and test at the bridge, you're going down.
It's just gas.
You're going down.
I just can't believe I'm hearing it. This guy was nervous in August, bro.
And you're not scoring a goal.
Hey, that gas,
The gas is high.
Nah, you would
bro.
be
So, how
gassed
many
too.
know what,
clean sheets
though?
is that?
You'd be
Yeah,
gassed
he has
too.
to be right. I think it's 4 or 5 in the league.
Five.
I think 5 in a row in the league.
Oh, it's 5 in a row, 6 in the league. Let's get that one right.
all right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We went
Chelsea,
from Hull,
1
from
point
Hull
up.
we went to
Oh,
Leicester.
1
From
point.
Leicester we went to United.
Yeah, we
Alright,
get
bro.
it. We get it.
United,
get
we
it,
went
bro.
to Southampton.
We get it.
Southampton,
The
we went to
prob-
Everton.
The
Don't
problem
forget
is-
Burnley early on.
The problem is Arsenal woke them up, and now I'm annoyed.
Trust me, bro.
If we won a humble 1-0,
Yeah, humble
you know what I'm
one.
saying? Chelsea
Yeah,
still be going the same way.
Yeah.
But we gave you lot a beating, and it said, do you know what? It's time
Do you know
to
what?
go
The thing is, Arsenal woke us up, yeah? Then we went on a couple run, winning a couple games. Then we lost to West Ham, and that was a reminder to stay woke. Because Arsenal woke us up, West Ham said stay woke. Now we're still woke.
This guy's a mug, you
Moving
know.
on to the next games. No, I'm very happy right now.
Yeah, be happy.
I'm
You're
very
second in the
happy
league.
right now.
You're second in the league right now.
Yes!
We'll see how long it
We
will
went top
last.
for about 24 hours.
We'll see how long it is.
Less than 24 hours even.
Yeah, we were top before, yeah. So,
Do
anyway,
you know when we went top though? I was really worried because I thought Arsenal were going to knock us off, but you didn't actually do that.
listen, mate. I'll tell you who did, though. Liverpool, 6. Watford, 1. You set that one up, mate. Yeah?
Yeah.
Sané double. Coutinho, 1 goal and 2 assists. Did he get 2? No, he got 1 assist.
Liverpool.
Lallana got 2 assists.
What have I
Firmino
been
got 2
saying?
assists and a
Listen,
goal.
this just confirms.
Woo!
Man, what have I been saying about Liverpool, bro?
What have you been
I'm about to
saying,
say
bro?
about Daniel Sturridge. He needs to sit on that. I keep telling man, people don't listen to me, bruv.
Right.
I've been saying this from death, man.
I think Liverpool win 6-1 and you start on the negative.
And this- Bro, someone came on and hit the post twice, hit the bar twice. It is not
Mate,
that.
it's
Do you know
just
what?
not his time, is
Alright,
it?
no, he's brought it up. Question: if you're Daniel Sturridge, do you hand in that transfer request in January?
Well, here's what I say. I say I would rather win the league and play 15 games than come second and win 38. So as far as I'm saying,
Play
it's
38.
Yeah,
go on.
you know what I mean.
Yeah, go on.
But I'd wait it out. It's a good time. Klopp is a great manager. You just find your spots. Maybe you might have to change to get into that team. But
But fam,
But would Klopp
can't
change
you
it when he's
adjust,
winning?
bro?
When he's winning, why
but,
would he adjust?
but
Why
what
would he change
team?
the team?
Name a team that's better than Liverpool that's going to come in for Sturridge at this juncture in January or even in the summer.
Bruv, you're a poor footballer, bro.
Arsenal,
Okay,
Arsenal,
okay.
Arsenal.
But if Arsenal make that bid, that's
Yeah.
when you make noise. You don't make noise before Arsenal make that bid. Because what you can clamour for a move and end up finding yourself at Crystal Palace with Benteke.
No, but it's not going to be that for Sturridge. It's just not. He's England's best striker, by the way. It's just it's
Ooh,
not
debatable.
Who's
But
better than Sturridge at the minute?
well, there's a man who scored at the Emirates this weekend,
Oh,
and his
Oh,
name
have
is
you,
Harry
seen him, have you
Kane.
seen him for England? Have you seen how
Yeah,
he
no,
played for
I
England?
watched the Euro.
Danny Welbeck's got a better record than him for England. So I don't know what you're on about. Poor Sturridge.
No, he's sad,
The
bro.
thing is, because David called that from
I called him from early, bro.
an AM, and the thing is, it's like I thought, now you're being harsh, bro. You need to allow it. You need to
I
allow
still
it.
think you're being harsh.
Oscar, I ain't
Bro,
gonna
you
lie,
need to
bro.
change your game, bro.
But look, it's not. It's
Them
not
man have scored like 100
It's
goals
not
this
Sturridge
season.
that's poor. We've got 3
I'm talking about
players
goals.
that have started for Liverpool this season and are just banging, and that's Firmino, Coutinho, and Sadio Mane. So let's talk about them and how great they are right now.
No, they are.
As
What
opposed to-
I'm saying,
You know,
yeah,
listen.
is that they don't. He doesn't somehow fit into.
You know how shocking Liverpool have been defensively? Their goal difference is plus 16.
Yeah, that's very high.
Exactly. For a team that's
yeah.
got such poor defense,
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
still plus 16 on the attack.
yeah.
So it's like, look, Firmino, Coutinho, what's his guy?
Have you got the table there?
Yeah.
Seen it? So what's Chelsea's goal difference?
Yours plus 17.
Oh, is it? Mad thing.
Oh, what, did you know that?
Is that the highest in the league? I think that's the highest in the league. Oh, is it? Okay, cool. Yeah, but back to Liverpool.
Clean sheets, bro.
I like it. It took you 5 games to get in the highest.
Trust me,
We're
bro.
how many games in? 11 games in or 12?
12. We're 11.
11 games in. Alright?
Yeah.
Let's just
You were
you're
minus
mad.
at one point, so let's just be
just
slow.
chill,
Let's,
bro.
We up now.
Humble,
you know what I'm
bro.
saying? We up.
Humble.
But anyway,
Go on.
yeah, man, I just think they've got a great system going on that's currently working for
Yeah.
them. They're getting
Which I'm saying he doesn't fit
saying.
into, bro.
Yeah, that's what you're saying.
So you're saying you're saying it's Sturridge's fault? Or are you saying
No,
it's just Lee?
it's this. It's like he can't adapt to the system.
He
that
can't
Klopp's
adapt
playing.
to it, bro.
Therefore, he either adapts or moves, and he's not adapting. He just doesn't look like he's adapting. And it's weird because you think how much different it's
But
from.
it's mad. He had a shot, and then it got saved.
but he's
and then
coming
it-
off the
was
bench,
it,
bro.
He had a shot and it hit a
But
rebound,
guess what,
and
though?
But
then
he's coming
someone
off the bench,
ran out
bro.
and scored afterwards, isn't it?
Here, David, bro, he came off the bench.
Yeah, but if he scored, we wouldn't be talking about Sturridge, right?
No, the point. Yeah, we would. We'd
No,
say
we
he's
wouldn't.
coming off the bench.
No, we wouldn't.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
would.
yeah,
Because
that's
guess what?
Yeah, but if he got
Guess
the
what?
goal, we'd be
No,
like, he's coming off the bench and he's working, he's part of the team, and it's all great. That's what
Because
we'd
guess
say.
what? He scored twice against Spurs and knocked them out of the League Cup. But guess what? He found himself back on the bench. So what's your point? He physically put them through the next
He's a
round.
starter, bro. Are you telling me Sturridge is not a starter?
Of course he's a starter.
Exactly. Is he good enough to start
But
in this team?
he's the steak of the meal. He is definitely... Actually, that doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make no sense.
He's the steak
He's
of
the
the meal.
boneless wings, alright? That's what he is.
So he's a starter.
Nah, Liverpool's team, bro, is just.
Liverpool
But
had 28 shots.
I
Yeah.
fear it's the 2014 all over again.
Yeah, we all fear. I can't lie. I'm sure Adrian is just chomping at the bit right now, thinking, yes, that's right. But
Yeah.
you know what? 28 shots,
100%.
17 on target. And I was gonna say only 6 goals, but that just sounds so
Do you know what's
harsh.
mad? Like, a Liverpool fan won't believe that they can win the title until it's being handed to Jordan
Until like
Henderson.
May the 7th,
Yeah.
where it's like, okay, this is actually our league title. But
If they stop conceding goals, then boy.
yeah,
But even when you're winning 6, bruv, you're conceding 1.
still
bruv.
conceded something
Like, bro.
from Yao Man.
Yeah, but one thing that I think it was Gary Lineker said on Match of the Day, he was like, do you know
Lineker.
what? It's great when the goals are flying in, but they need to sort out that defence because there's going to be games where the goals aren't flying in and you need something on the other end. And he said that's exactly what happens to Liverpool against Burnley. They couldn't score, but in a game where you can't score, try your hardest not to concede, and they just can't go a game without conceding, it seems. You know?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know that. I think
Nah, it's going to count at the end of the season, bruv. Defensively, you have to be on point.
I'm always open to change, man.
blood.
Let's the blow my
Well,
mind.
you want a
You
league
can't
to happen
run.
where a team just
No, look, I
has
want-
no defence.
You say no
whatsoever.
defence, but they scored the most goals. Do you know what I mean? So it's like you put the ball in the back of the net, you got 3 points. You understand what I mean? So like, yeah, I hear you. Like, no team
Okay,
wins
but
the league.
yeah,
on
name a
on
team that's
on
done
track.
that and win the league.
Yeah, exactly.
You look back to the examples of
Like, you
2014
win the
Liverpool.
like Chelsea won. I said there's a time when you won the league, scored the most goals, and least conceded. Even United, something like that.
I don't know about that.
I think
But
they
yeah.
did.
One,
They could
bruv.
have done that, yeah.
But
You're
yeah, but
either
then
both.
it just reminds you of like Liverpool 2014. We all know what happened there with the Gerrard slip.
But that,
And then-
that wasn't them down to conceding
that was
goals
a
that
moment,
season, though.
bro.
Do you know what I'm saying? That wasn't down to them conceding bare goals that year.
They were bad.
No, but I
They
said they
didn't-
could
I know,
still win
I
if
know.
they'd beaten Palace.
Yeah, no, don't.
Bro, they
Yeah,
drew 3-3 Palace. That's
yeah,
how
but
they
the
lost
title was
me.
effectively over though. By
No,
now.
they would have won it.
Nah, it wasn't,
No,
bro.
because they had to go like plus 8 goals or something like that in order for them to have the
No.
title handed over to them.
Nah.
Yeah, because City
Because
had
on
2
the
games
last
in
day,
hand.
they still could have won the thing. On the last day, they still could have won the title that season.
No, if they hadn't drawn with Palace, bro, they would have won it.
No, it weren't Palace.
It was Palace,
It's
bro.
Chelsea.
No.
It's Chelsea. Palace was. What was the Palace situation? Because they went 3-0 up in it, and then they drew 3-all.
Yeah.
But they were trying to chase goals. I remember their point was that they were trying to chase goals in order to like equal or to get above.
Yeah, I
And so
remember that.
at 3-0 they thought, bun this. Let's just get 5, 6, 7 because it was there for them to take.
Yeah.
But they flopped the base, and so they drew. What was the score? What did they end the league on in terms of point difference between them and City? Was it 1 or 2 points? Because if it was by that, because remember City won their 2 games in hand and won the league title.
Yeah, they luckily beat Sunderland and that. Oh, yeah, I remember that. But yeah, anyway, that type of team, including that Newcastle team that challenged United, where they it's like if you're conceding a lot of goals, if you're not a solid defence, you're not going to win the
I'm
league.
open to new change because simply
You're not going
you
to.
don't know a team that was fighting relegation one year and then won the league the following year. Leicester, for example, like it's not. There's some things that can just happen. You know what I mean? Some things can just happen. And the reason why I'm playing on that side of the fence is because Liverpool's defence ain't gonna get better. I'm not gonna sit here and lie, guys. It's just not gonna get better. Unless,
Well, you don't think Klopp has it in him to switch it around like Conte?
like I can't understand why he hasn't sorted out that back four. And he's been there for over a year. Do you get what I'm saying?
he's brought players in.
He brought 1 centre half in. He brought 1 centre half and a goalie.
And a keeper, yeah.
What? And the keeper that's still, I'm still struggling to see what's the difference between him and Mignolet.
I'm struggling to figure out how this talk of Liverpool has become so negative when they've just
No, you're
won
right. You're right.
6-1.
I'm sure Liverpool fans
Do you know
are just
what I
thinking,
mean?
What
Yeah.
season was it?
Like-
What season was it?
13, 14. Yeah.
But did you see?
Yeah, they lost it
Firmino
by
and
2, bro.
Coutinho?
They lost it by 2 points. Why? Because they drew at Palace.
Yeah.
Yeah? But the goal difference was
Yeah,
what?
goal difference
Yeah,
was
so they would have been on the same goal difference.
65-51.
Yeah, 65-51. Do you know what I'm saying? And I don't think City conceded goals after that game. I think they won 2-0 both games and won the league title. Liverpool, guess what? You're top of the league. You know what I'm saying? They are top of the league.
They are
top of
All that
the
negative
league.
talk, yeah, and I just clocked it. They are top of the league.
So that defense,
They
bro.
are top of the league. Who knows how long this can last? Now the title is in their hands. How about that? How about that?
It's in their hands.
It's in your hands now.
It's in the hands of Karius.
Oh, I don't know if
He's holding the title. No, but
they got one hand on the trophy.
yeah, there were some
Well,
excellent goals in that.
Very good goals.
Suarez
Very good goals.
6.
Listen, my man Philip Coutinho, man, he's doing his thing, man. Firmino's doing his thing. Mane is doing his thing as well. Mane's a bit weird because I thought he was going to be blitzing the league, but he comes in and out of games. It looks like. Lallana is one of those players that he's just low key doing things, bruv. Like just doing bits
Bits.
near the box, in and out of the box, and he's causing havoc.
The one thing that's great about Liverpool, they're getting goals from all over the place.
Yeah,
and
everywhere.
like Wijnaldum and Emre Can are popping up with goals.
You imagine that, like them lot
Shout
there.
out to the guys that put Emre Can in their fantasy team like me.
wow.
Obviously, I saw it coming.
The fact that using your
Saw
first
it
team was
coming.
just by
2020
luck.
vision,
It was by a
obviously.
hoax.
Luck hoax.
Yeah.
He got me points this
Why?
week.
Who got you? Who was injured that Chan fitted into your team? Someone. He can't have been first choice.
No, he wasn't first choice, but I forgot to switch my formation, so I had Charlie Austin on the bench.
Hi-oh!
And he scored!
But they both scored, so it's
Oh, I'm
alright.
such an idiot. But anyway,
Oh, yo.
It's alright. It's
at least
alright.
Chan got me a goal.
Well, guess what? Liverpool top of the league. The team that's chasing them down, of course, is Manchester City. Drawing 1-1 with Borough.
Guardiola.
Pep Guardiola.
Pep Guardiola.
Borough have got how many good results this season away from home? Because they got one at Arsenal, they got one at City. Who else did they play where they gave a tough game? Maybe that's about it.
Yeah.
Probably that's about it, yeah.
That was at home, though.
What?
City vs Borough.
Yeah, Borough were away.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, so But I'm saying they got a point at the Emirates, they got a point at the Etihad, they got a point at London City Stadium, whatever they call it. Do you know what I'm saying? So they got some good away. Guys, beating Borough is not easy. All right, Chelsea? All right? And I know you lot got them probably next as well. And it's at the bridge. So it's all a bit
I'm sure we'll have our own theory.
Oh,
on
is
that
that wait?
one.
No, it's like, yeah, so that's right.
We'll have our own theory on that.
Yeah, we'll see
Yeah.
what happens over the next couple of weeks. But City 1-1, 71% possession, 8 shots on target, 25 shots overall, 1 goal.
Man, you need to kill teams.
Yeah, man, you need to take your
What's
chances
going
and
on?
bury it.
Why ain't they killing teams? I feel like we've been in this draw situation.
I feel like City don't have a potent finisher up top. Do you not think?
What?
No, I'm joking.
Do you think they have the same problem Arsenal do at home?
How many games do they draw at home?
Define the problem that you're talking about, that Arsenal have.
Like, we don't have... Like, when Cazorla's not on the pitch, that's it.
No,
Do you
it's
know what I'm saying?
yeah.
No
It's
one...
a wrap, bro.
Unless teams come out to play...
It's hard to rectify that City thing because they really, really should have put the game away.
No, and that's the thing. I think in all their draws, they should have battered the team they played. They were always the better team, and yet they're just not putting it away. And I don't know whether to blame Aguero or blame, the other guys not providing. So, like Liverpool have got a great situation where all kinds of players are scoring goals.
All of them from
Whereas
every angle.
at City, it's not that per se. When Aguero's not playing, it's a bit stiff. Even when he is playing, they only rely on him to score, almost.
Sticky, bro.
Do you get what I mean? I mean, they blitzed Barcelona last week. It's just so baffling. I don't...
Yeah.
Do you think they turn up to...
And that was great, that win against Brom.
It's very good.
Yeah.
Do you think they turn up to a game like Borough and thought, West City will beat them? Sort of Arsenal-ish. Oh, yeah, but Burnley at home, we'll be alright.
I don't know. Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, to an extent. When you look at,
We just played
also,
Barca, by the way. You know what I mean?
when you look, we just beat Barcelona, and,
Yeah.
and also you look at to some extent Pep's naivety since joining the Premier League, and how he's
Naive?
sort of been.
Why'd you call him naive?
Because I think it was you last week that pointed out, he had a quote where he said he didn't know there were so many crosses in the league and stuff like that. Like,
Okay.
did he really do his research before coming here? Like, was he really aware of a team like Borough and the threat they can have at at Manchester City Stadium? He probably thought this is a gimme.
Bro,
And it should have been a gimme. It should have been 3
No one's
points.
going to
but-
lay down, bro.
Yeah, exactly. No one is going to lay down.
I think
So-
do you know what it is? Everyone lays down
No.
post-February. Everyone will lay down. If City have Borough at home in March, guess what? It's a 4 or 5-0 game.
You reckon?
Yeah. Because everyone's fresh. When it's a new season, we're only 10 games in. When the heat comes, bro, watch when that ball turns white again, and then we're going into the spring.
When City are really chasing the title.
When it-
No, I get
You
you.
know what I'm saying? And it's just because the teams just don't have it in their legs anymore. They can't look how awesome teams have been playing against big teams this season. Yeah, where they've tried hard. They've just had the work ethic of a horse, if you want to call it that. They can't do that in March. Like, I can't wait to see who we got at home out of them small teams, because that's when you'll see us blitzing those kind of guys. So as a City fan, are you worried? Would you worry at the minute, or I think I've asked this question before? But would you worry
Would I worry?
about the league? Yeah.
I would have worried about the drop in form, the falling out of the League Cup, Yeah, I'd be worried if I was a City fan. I would be like, man, this is not going to go as swimmingly as we first thought.
Because if I'm a City fan, and I think even if you were a City fan, you'd think, no, bruv, this league is us. Can we just shut this thing down quickly, please? And just let's not leave it to the wire.
Trust.
I think they're the only fans that would probably think, no, hold on.
Nah, but
We've
you know
got
what?
the best manager
I
probably
understand.
in the
I
world,
think
and
I'm beginning to understand how open the Premier League is this year, because at the beginning of the season, first day, I never really thought the league was like.
Tight.
Nah, like I didn't know if City's team was the best. It was only once they started playing and we were like, okay, these guys are really about it, and Pep has put his system in there. So maybe it's like, for example, like Chelsea have started this season like okay, and now we've got 5 wins in a row. If we had those 5 wins at the start of the season, everyone would be, your mindset of Chelsea would be completely different. So I think it's not as cut and dry as that.
I don't know if I buy it, man. I don't know if I buy it that teams are not walkovers. Teams are, what I mean? I don't know, because the quality's there. Like, I think Barcelona come into this league and win it.
Bro.
I think Barcelona are a team that come.
bro.
Yeah, Bayern come to this league and win it. Honestly, like, yeah, we have a lot more bigger teams than most other leagues do, but Borough at home, bruv. Like, there's no reason why it's a hard game. I can't think of a reason why it's a hard game.
They're all hard. They're all hard.
I don't know if I buy it. Manchester United are 3-1 winners away at Swansea.
Wait.
About time.
About time, yeah.
About time you don't want to go.
I feel like, you know what, United won.
Yeah, that's exactly how I felt on Sunday. I was like, United won.
See, Mourinho's not a good manager, bro. You're mad, bro. You're not good, bro. Good that you sat in the stands, bro. Bro, he's not good, bro.
Oh, that's fine. Just in time for Arsenal next couple of weeks' time.
You're not good,
Back
bro.
downstairs. Oh, man.
Like, everything good that works, yeah. Bro, Carrick, just sit in that midfield next to Pogba, bro.
Literally, Carrick has got a 100% record in terms of wins.
6
When-
in 6,
when-
blood.
Well, when you think about it,
When he started.
Mourinho got it right this week, didn't he? Because he played Carrick as everybody was screaming to do, and he
Yeah.
won the game.
Yeah.
He got Rooney playing, and Rooney got 2 assists.
Yeah,
So people couldn't complain about Rooney. Everything
Yeah.
but a clean sheet.
yeah.
You know, that backline was pretty poor at the beginning of the game. You know, Phil Jones came back. Phil Jones!
I saw you trade like the day before.
Yeah, so I was like, right,
Something.
they might concede today, but they didn't, you know. Well, they did, but it didn't
Yeah.
affect them.
Yeah.
So I think props to Mourinho for this week. He got it right.
You got it right, so what? Give credit where it's due.
Have you
Yeah?
heard the stories though?
762
What
passes.
are the stories, David?
Jesus,
What
that
are
is
the
Have you heard the
nice.
stories, bro? Telling man them to play through injury, bro.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
who?
What was this Smalling stuff?
Smalling and Luke Shaw, bro.
Oh yeah, what?
Asking them to play through injury, bro.
And what? They
He
were
was
on-
injured. Watford, yeah, the game
Yeah.
they lost, yeah.
Yeah,
Shaw was struggling with a hamstring.
I remember that.
with a hamstring.
Yeah.
Oh
And
my
he played
God.
that game.
Have you not pulled a hamstring before?
No.
I've not gone anywhere near to one. I've had a cramp, and bloody hell, that hurts.
You're a
Like,
mug.
no, I'm being serious. Like,
Yeah,
I'm being so
That's a
serious.
mug, but yeah.
A pulled hamstring is serious, man. How can you-
And he cussed him out, yeah, for conceding that second goal.
Yeah.
Because he wasn't pressing. And then against Chelsea, Smalling had a foot injury, bro.
Against Chelsea,
Yeah.
Foot
And he
injury.
played, bro.
Do you think Mourinho started that divide? Yeah, is it because you know before it was more like everyone's scattered and it's like Mourinho doesn't even know what he's doing. But now I'm starting to see because he started heaping up bare praise on Phil Jones and he heaped up bare praise on. There was someone else he heaped up praise on. I think it was on Carrick. And then now you spoke about that Luke Shaw situation. I'm sitting there thinking, hang on a minute. Is he now starting to like separate the two teams that he has, whereby like people like Shaw and Smalling will not get a look in the long
Transfer,
run,
bro.
and then you got Phil Jones and Marcus Rojo. I mean, where on earth are these guys coming from to be in the
Transfer, bro.
starting lineup? Like, how can that even be the case? But
It's long, bro. And
Zlatan-
he's just come back from a broken leg, bro.
it's ridiculous. Zlatan was in the starting lineup again,
Zlatan!
and got himself 2 goals. About bloody time. Good goals. Poor defending.
bro.
What is the situation of this game? Because
I think there
is
was
it
good
is
goals,
it
man.
shocking?
I think
Is it shocking Swansea football? Was
Swansea
it
are
great
just
Man United
trash, bro.
football?
I think it was a
Swansea's
simple case.
that
A simple,
relegation,
like,
bro.
Swansea were not there.
Yeah.
Swansea were poor for every single one of the goals, I think. But by that Pogba
Apart
one,
from the
maybe.
first one,
Maybe, yeah,
first
that
one.
Pogba one was a bit too
It
sick.
was a madness.
But
Pogba's goal was brilliant.
you know, like it seemed to be a classic case of like, oh, the Man United players actually realised who they were.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh yeah, I'm actually Paul Pogba. I'm actually a really good player, so I'm going to score from 30 yards out. Oh, I'm Zlatan Ibrahimovic. I've won La Liga, Serie A, and everything else I've won. So let me just score 2 against Swansea.
Has
Like
he won
that.
La Liga?
Yeah.
I assumed he has.
One
Yeah,
se-
yeah,
One
yeah.
season, bro.
He was there only 1 year, innit? That's
Yeah.
what I was like, oh, what
That's why he's won everything apart from the Premier
Apart
League.
from Champions
Apart
League,
from
bro.
Champions League.
Whereas he ain't been in Germany though.
No, he hasn't won the Champions League though.
He hasn't won the big one. The
hasn't won the
Bundesliga is
big one. The Bundesliga. Yeah. Oh, Rooney's touch. I'm so sorry. That chip ball from Pogba to Rooney, and Rooney's like, spinning on his axis. Just gave that ball back.
Swim.
Oh, unbelievable. And then for that Pogba goal, by the way, Rooney.
That's what he's capable of when you play the man.
Rooney.
He's a gem in this United
He's,
side.
and he did start.
Do you know what he is? Do you know what he
did
is?
start.
He's
Yeah.
an unsung hero.
He's a
That's
very
what he
much
is.
an
Where did he play? Did he play left or who?
Bro, I don't know.
I don't know where Mourinho
I
played
don't
him.
know. I didn't even check the
I don't know.
formation.
He was definitely further forward. He didn't seem like he was playing deep.
Good or bad news? Zlatan's suspended for the Arsenal game. Good or bad?
Bad, bro.
Bad news.
Why is that bad news?
I'm saying for Arsenal. Sorry.
For Arsenal,
Yeah.
bad.
Oh
bro.
yeah.
Why?
Gonna get hit with pace, bro. And
Oh,
I
what,
don't trust
Rashford or
Mustafi.
Martial?
I don't trust
Oh,
Mustafi
that's a
because
stress.
Nah, man, Zlatan's a beast, bro. You'd rather have Martial playing instead of Zlatan.
No, you know. I
Did you
don't
see
know.
what? Did you see
my
what
bad.
Son
You'd
did
rather
to him,
have
bro?
Zlatan play instead of Martial. What? Go on.
Did you see what Son did to Fink, bro?
Oh yeah, so left Mustafi.
Hey, and you're
He
going,
left it.
oh, come on,
I
bro.
just put that down to dietary requirements. I think Son just is healthy.
Yeah.
He just looks like someone
Why?
who's ridiculously healthy.
Why would you say that?
Not over there, he's well, don't he?
What?
Like,
What? Them lot at Tottenham.
No,
Oh, no,
lasagna. Oh, no, I'm talking about the South Koreans. Like them lot all,
South Korea.
like Asia, innit? Like they eat well in
What,
Asia.
wasabi in that?
Like it's fresh, innit? Obviously,
You're
what's it?
Hey,
Mustafi just came from Oktoberfest with beer and sausage and cheese. It couldn't have been
Oktoberfest.
Of course not.
Yeah,
Anyway,
South African currywurst.
That pace, blood. I'm not
Yeah,
about
sure
it.
is. Do you know what's so bad? Yeah? It's the fact that when Son dummied the ball, like Mustafi, I don't know where he was going.
I don't know where he...
And
bro.
Son left him for dead. Like, he was gone. And I was like...
All that aside, though, Pete,
Yeah.
you honestly think, you see the starting line at Man United, who'd you rather see at the top? Martial or Ibrahimovic?
No, I'll be honest with you. Before Swansea, Ibrahimovic in a heartbeat. No doubt. But... against Swansea, it was a reminder of what this guy can do. Because the kind of goals he scored, by the way, that second goal he scored, it looked a bit scrappily, but he just held off to the defender, bang, buried it.
Zlatan has struggled to finish so far, like in the past maybe 4 or 5
Oh,
games.
he loves a goal against Arsenal,
But
by the way.
he's a proven goal scorer. He will score. And seeing him against Swansea, he scored twice in the not easy
loves the goal
situations.
against Arsenal, but,
They were great goals.
Based on form. I have to go based on form.
Is Martial on amazing form?
No, because Martial hasn't got the rub of the green yet. If you put Martial as his first game centre forward,
I don't know,
this could be a
man.
problem.
I think if he
That pace. No,
bro.
David's got a point. Listen,
pace,
if you play pace against Arsenal, you've got 3 points. If you've got pace,
I
you've got 3
think
points.
Martial's really good, but I'm struggling with the fact
No, and the
that
guy can finish, bruv.
yeah.
On his day, bruv. No, if he
Rashford,
finishes...
Rashford and Fink can finish.
Okay, so who United going to start? Rashford or Martial in that number? In that
They're going to start
Zlatan
Rashford.
position?
They're going to start Rashford.
Because of what he did last
What
season.
is that? Rashford up front and then Martial on the wing.
Martial's not starting.
All right, Martial won't play.
He won't start.
Is he injured? I don't even know
I
what's
don't
going
know
on.
what's the situation now. He doesn't start now. He's not going to start. Especially as he got 3 points at the Liberty.
Do you know what? Yeah, I think United are going to beat Arsenal because you lot just don't.
Oh,
know how to turn
thanks.
up. You lot just don't know how to turn up at Old Trafford.
Oh, it's after the international break. You know what? Because I'm also thinking, you see the Spurs draw. We had a Champions League game in it away in Bulgaria. Spurs were in London, by the way, and lost. But yeah, do you know what I'm saying? So like, there's that part to play. Second half, we were tired.
Yeah.
Arsenal just knackered. We just flew from Bulgaria.
Whilst we're talking about Arsenal, I'm about to leave. Do you want to mention a quick shout out for Mesut Ozil's goal in the Champions League?
We've got. Listen,
Ozil.
I screamed when that went in. Like, oh my god, because it wasn't like.
I'm not even talking about that game, bro. 2-0 down, bro.
Two down to Ludogorets in the
Nah,
first
bro,
half.
get out of here,
I
man.
was livid. You know, like, and it's the fact that after the 2 goals, we just were not clearing our mistakes. Like, we were still doing the same problems. I'm just like,
But you won.
we won. Anyway, and we qualified for the 17th consecutive season in the knockout stage.
Oh yeah, speaking of midweek, do you see Man United lose to Fenerbahce?
Woo!
And that was romantic. Did you not see the first goal?
No, I didn't watch
You
it.
didn't see the overhead kick?
Yeah, no, I saw that. I saw
was
that.
incredible.
Oh, I saw it.
Incredible.
Yeah.
And bro,
Was that so?
I can't
Who's the
remember.
So?
I can't remember who it was.
I can't remember so and somebody else scored. I can't remember. Look, guys,
It was
look.
some blackie. I don't know
Europa
who it
League
was.
on Thursdays.
But-
Believe I'm not watching it live.
I watched both games, you know.
What, Southampton Inter?
I watched that and I watched Southampton Inter. Southampton Inter was a great
I'll
game.
tell you, bro.
But
I can't watch football on a Thursday, mate. You know, I just can't do it.
I
I need a break.
I hear what you mean.
I need a break. It's on Monday to Sunday.
I never need a break. I love the game. But
Bro,
but United were beaten badly, and then Pogba got injured, and there was talk. Everyone thought he wasn't going to play against Swansea, but then he played anyway, and he scored a great goal. So is that credit to Mourinho's thinking of if
No,
you're a
it's
little
just
bit
that,
hurt,
bro.
you still play?
Nah, man. In the long run, it will hurt you, bro.
Trust.
Okay, I hear you.
All right, should we skim through a few results?
Yeah.
Give a big round clap to Sunderland. They got their first win.
Come on, guys, get
No,
to it!
we got that
Moise.
wrong, man. We got that wrong.
No.
Moise.
Moise, after that
Moise.
kind of
Me,
thing. Nah,
me,
to chill,
and
bro.
the man
Moise.
who's graduating
I
today,
can't
Adrian.
even think, bro.
Me and Adrian both said
I can't even
last
sing
week on the
Moise, bro.
podcast.
No, do you know what? Yeah.
You don't can't sing
Can't
that.
sing that,
We
no,
both
no.
said it.
No.
We predicted it.
Nah,
love Moise.
no.
Oh, you love
Listen,
Moise now, yeah?
P.
When
Now
did
you
I-
love Moise.
Hold on.
When did
Yeah,
I-
the way we
hold on.
hypes. The way
No,
we hypes.
I'm hyping because Sunderland's garbage and it's still going down. Make no mistake, just because they won against Bournemouth. No, don't get me mad, bruv.
No.
Just because they beat Bournemouth.
No.
Bournemouth, bruv. Now you're telling me, oh, well, I can't celebrate.
can't
say
I
why
like
is
Moise.
that?
Listen, I like Moise.
Can I tell you why you can't
Moise.
celebrate?
I like Moise.
Do me a favour. Do me a favour, yeah?
Yeah.
Go back and listen to.
Can I diss Moise?
Let me
Moise?
Let me speak. Go back and listen to episode 11 of the Top 4 podcast, yeah? And me and Adrian predicted Sunderland would beat Bournemouth, and you and Ernest Both were like, how are Sunderland possibly going to win a game? How? Where are you seeing this idea that Sunderland are good?
No.
You couldn't fathom it. You couldn't fathom that Sunderland would get 3 points.
You're right. And you know what? When they went 1-0 down in 11 minutes, believe me, I started thinking, I was like, Danny goes. So like, I was giving it all that, and then Pino was sent off. I said, this is a joke. I said, this whole club is a joke. The whole club is a joke.
But one thing you didn't factor in, you probably saw that, Jermaine Defoe's in the side, you probably saw Pino, you probably saw players that you thought, they're not going to get a goal. But you didn't factor in that Victor Anichebe was going to step up.
What are you talking about Anichebe for?
Victor Anichebe!
Oh, for goodness sake. You know what?
If you had him in your fantasy team last week, you got a gem. You got a gem right there.
What,
Because he scored a goal, and
and
he technically got an assist because he got fouled for the
that big
penalty.
African fell down in the penalty area like that.
Mate,
Please. Do you know what? I was happy for Sunderland.
He's a goal scorer.
I was happy for them. You know, because
You're still going down though, so like.
Whoa! The revival has started. It's
Really?
clicked.
Oh, really?
It has
Really?
clicked in the mind of Moyes, in the mind of all the players on that pitch.
Moyes,
I came to
has
pick up
clicked.
Sunderland. I can't believe you got me so rattled like that straight away. For goodness.
No,
It's like,
because-
Moyes.
No, but if you listen, Pete, I don't know if you've heard it back, but if you listen to last week's episode, the way you were onto us for thinking that Sunderland could even win this game.
Oh man.
You guys made
All
it
right,
seem like it was
all right,
impossible.
fine,
It was Bournemouth
fine.
at home.
I got that one wrong.
Sorry, Bournemouth away. Sorry.
I got that one wrong. Shall I tell you what I got right?
What'd you get
Burnley
right?
3, Crystal Palace.
Django!
Yeah, party on the way.
Party on the way, man.
Party on the way. Guess what?
Whoa.
Wait, no, hold on. Guess what? That's his 4th defeat in a row. The slip has started. Remember what I said to you? When he gets into that slip, he can't stop. And guess what? His job is insecure right now. It's insecure.
Nah, do you know this? Realist talk.
Hey,
Burnley.
I've preached this for
Burnley.
time.
I know Burnley just won.
your
But Burnley are
P45 is
trash.
coming, bro.
Yeah, Burnley are trash.
What?
Why?
Do you know why?
They're
Because they're tuning it up.
bruv.
Because they're tuning
They're
it
top
up.
half,
And
lad.
they go down.
They're top half.
Why is it a 2-0 lead? How is it a 2-0 lead to flipping Palace?
Top half. I ain't gonna lie to you, yeah. I locked off when it was like
2-0
2-0, yeah. I
lead.
locked off. Then obviously I come back on and I'm like, Burnley scored a last minute winner. I'm sitting there like, wait, hold on a minute. Last minute winner?
The
What
last
happened?
minute of added minutes.
I started scrolling. I see 3. I said no, for flip's sake, Burnley. But guess what?
Like,
Burnley yet again
top half,
difficult
lads.
to be at home.
Top half.
Yet
One
again,
thing-
top
thing is,
half.
I wasn't actually done with the Bournemouth Sunderland game. I had one more point.
What the
to
heck
make.
do you have to say about
But
Sunderland
you
Bournemouth?
came onto it so quickly. Yeah.
Go
I just
on.
want to say that. Yeah, your boy Jack Wilshere.
Hey!
Yeah, he was supposed to be on his placement year at Bournemouth. It seems like he's having a gap year. That's what it seems like. 'Cause he's doing nothing.
Leave Wilshere alone.
No, you know, on the Top 4 podcast,
bet he's
we're
got
watching
1,000.
Wilshere very closely.
I bet he's got
we're watching him very
he's got
closely.
1,000 creative chances. I bet you.
I don't care about creative
Listen.
chances. I care about goals and assists.
Yeah, I care about that.
Well, actually, no, I do care about creative
I
chances.
care- I care about everything.
Slightly, innit?
A bit of everything.
But
Listen, Burnley
Top
are
half,
ninth.
lads.
Burnley are ninth.
Top half.
Okay,
Done,
well
no.
done. Well done, Burnley. Well
Look,
done,
I'll
Burnley.
give you more context, right? They are 4 points behind Everton
Trust,
and Manchester
man.
United.
Trust.
So I'm giving you context.
Burnley. Sam Vokes.
Man, like Vokes twice. I should have left him in my team. I took him out and I was like, oh.
Why did you have him in the first place?
Oh.
You took him out and he scores 2.
He scored twice. Yeah, because do you know, it's because it doesn't look like Gray's going to be the goal scorer there. It looks like it's going to be Vokes.
Is Gray in the game yet?
Yeah, well,
He's
yeah,
back
yeah,
since
yeah,
he's back.
yeah, he's been back.
I haven't seen him.
Whew, okay, Burnley free time.
that was a lot of energy.
That was a lot of energy, yeah. Leicester 1, West Brom 2.
Leicester, bro.
But
Look
I'll
what
leave
you're
this up.
doing, man.
Nah,
Leicester
madness.
won.
You're allowed
Hey,
that animal football to
Are
win,
them
bro.
man legit pro Champions League only?
Bruv, they're pro champions.
Why after
No,
the
no,
Champions
no.
game they're still
But you
there?
gotta understand, yeah. West Brom took. I watched this game because it was the last game on Sunday, innit? West Brom took the lead, yeah.
Yeah,
Then
which I thought was hilarious.
Leicester getting back into the game. Mahrez whips the ball in. Slimani header.
I take off Mahrez and Slimani on my
Leicester
fantasy team.
at
Look
one
what they now
point.
gonna
Leicester
do.
at one point had Musa, Vardy, Slimani, and Mahrez all on the pitch at the same
Flipping
time,
hell. They just
and
went
Jamari
for it.
Gray.
At what minute though?
This is like midway through the second half.
No way.
Yeah, and they brought it back to 1-1. And then get your boy in it, the man who should have been in the England squad. He should have got the spot over Jack Wilshere, who's so amazing.
should have
Do you know what,
been.
yeah,
He should have been.
he played the beautiful through ball.
Who?
Yeah. Drinkwater played
Okay.
the amazing through ball
Yeah.
to is his I can't remember his first name. Is it Satin Phillips?
Matty Phillips. bro.
Matty Phillips.
Phillips.
As Finn calls
And
it,
he-
Pulis.
Hold on. Hold on.
and he did a nice
Oh,
little
so
finish.
it was a poor back pass. You mean?
Oh, it was a horrible back
Oh, I
pass.
didn't
It was,
see that.
it was Gerrard-esque.
Oh, it's Gerrard.
Gerrard would have been proud of
I
that
had to
one.
get a view of that.
Yeah, it was a horrible back pass.
Mm.
And then,
You're being sarcastic.
yeah, and then West Brom won the game.
Oh, Matt-
Shout out to
Matt has
Pulis.
that.
I know
Sure.
Dennis hates him.
West Brom's at the
but
top. They
shout
got
out.
more shots on goal, more shots on target.
I don't care,
That's
bro.
shocking. That's
That
very
long
much
ball
shocking.
nonsense, bro.
Yeah, it was poor from Leicester. It was poor.
Leicester need to
That
sort
second
it
half,
out,
there
bro.
wasn't enough to try and win the game. There wasn't
Sort it
enough.
out, Leicester, man.
That's interesting. The last time they played each other was also at home in March 2-2. So Leicester, is it a Midlands derby, isn't it? It's like Midlands derby.
it's like-
Jace.
it's not
It's
like
sort of
Yeah,
like
but I mean,
Yeah,
Leicester
Birmingham,
don't
Birmingham.
lose. Bear in mind, as much as
Birmingham.
as bad as it is for them right
Brom is
now,
Birmingham. West Brom's Birmingham, but Leicester's like just Midlands.
Yeah,
Yeah,
as bad as it is for Leicester right now, they don't lose often at home. So it's a great result for West Brom.
it was a fantastic result for West Brom. Hull 2, Southampton 1. Talk about great results.
Talk about
This-
great results.
I
Southampton
think,
should have
I
buried
think we
them,
went
bro.
full house on Southampton on this one.
We might have done.
Mad.
Oh man,
Right.
we got that so wrong, people.
Oh, the other full house we had was Man City. That didn't work out too well. But yeah,
Southampton should have buried Hull, man.
should have, would have,
Should have.
could have.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I mean, 19 shots against 6. Yeah, you're right. 7 on
Yeah.
target against 2. The 2 shots that Hull had on target went in. So yeah, I guess who's to blame? Is it that Charlie Austin?
Charlie Austin scored, so why are you blaming him?
Yeah, well, he scored a pen, didn't he?
Ah, blame the team, bro.
Put the ball in the net. You know what I mean?
Put the
Yeah,
ball
fair
in the
enough.
net, bro.
Fair enough. Let me scroll it down. We've
Need to dead them
got
teams, bro.
West Ham at home to Stoke. 1-1.
Dead game,
What do you say about
bro.
that?
What else do you want me to say?
West
bro?
Ham need. I don't know what they need.
Oh,
I
don't
don't
worry.
need, man, it's-
Finn's gonna leave soon. Don't worry.
Who, Mr. Slavan?
Mr. No.
Oh.
What's his face? Payet, bro.
We got back.
Oh
yeah,
man,
true.
we got.
He's
tired.
looking
maybe
to
so.
cut, bro. He's seen that relegation zone. He's like, nah, bro.
Yeah.
But did Payet got another assist this week?
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's doing bits like.
It's so
Nah.
weird.
West Ham are doing rubbish and he's still doing
Wow,
bits.
do you know how many?
like-
They're like 3 points off relegation.
West
bro.
Ham have 6 defeats this season, and they're
Bruv,
in
it's
17th
long.
place.
Madness.
Minus what?
It's
3.
long, bro.
And
No,
they
minus
they
9.
started this season in Europe with a new stadium.
I know.
What a
I know.
madness.
It's
What a
long, bro.
turnaround. What a turnaround. What a turnaround. The bottom 3 as follows is Sunderland 20th, Swansea 19th, Hull 18th. That could be the bottom 3. That could be the bottom 3 that
West
goes
Ham
No
down.
would
way,
get
no
dropped
way.
in,
You can say that those names again, but you got to replace Sunderland with someone else because Sunderland are staying
With
up.
who? What? Palace, West Ham, Borough, Leicester, Bournemouth.
I don't know.
Right.
Bournemouth are a shout.
Stoke are doing
Sunderland are
alright.
staying
By
up.
the way, Stoke are climbing the table very slowly and surely. You know, argument can be said that he's done a fantastic turnaround there, Mr. Marcuse. Yay or nay?
Whatever.
All right.
Yeah, I think good result for them. But
Who's your player of the week?
there's a one man who's a number 10 at Chelsea, and his name is
Hazard.
Eden Hazard.
I mean, many people can
Hazard.
argue another number 10 as well. That belongs at Manchester United. And I'll tell you what, there's another number 10 that also
Zlatan.
plays for
Wait, which number 10 at United?
Rudy to assist. And then you got Firmino's got like an assist and like 3 goals. I don't know what his talent.
Zlatan missed the 2 goals.
His talent, yeah. Zlatan got 2. Firmino.
You could have given it
Mane,
to 3 of them
Lallana.
Liverpool players.
It's bare,
you
bare
could
man.
give it to a lot of them Liverpool
I'm
players.
giving it to
You know what I'm
Hazard.
saying?
I'm giving it to Hazard.
I'm giving it to Eden Hazard.
There's something about a Liverpool performance for me. Man.
No, you conceded.
Well,
Go.
player of the week we're doing, right?
No, because
Player of
that's
the
the thing. You can say Chelsea was team of the week, but then you can say Liverpool players might have done that.
But then wouldn't that be the opposite way? Because you're thinking of players.
No, because I'm saying for your Chelsea situation, for your Hazard debate,
I think Hazard was the best player this week. That's what I think.
over
Hazard.
Firmino, I'm struggling, man.
Did you see Hazard's goals?
I did.
So beautiful,
Incredible.
bro. Incredible. All by himself.
I did. What other
All
good
by
goals
himself.
were there?
No, no.
He did have a little flick from Pedro.
No
He did- he
assist.
did
No,
have
no,
that.
no.
He did. The little 1-2 with Pedro is naughty. But anyway.
Who else is there?
Who else
Sancho's
is
got a
there?
double.
Yeah. I forgot him. That's a good shot. Vimmer.
I hope he's not that guy this week. That's what I'm saying. Okay, I guess is Hazard.
It's Eden Hazard!
David, what are you saying?
Yeah,
Hazard?
Hazard.
Hazard?
Yeah,
Okay,
Hazard,
fine,
if
Hazard.
you're listening, shout out. You're a
Goal of
legend.
the week.
Goal.
This is tough.
Pogba.
Oh, Pogba's
Oh,
goal
it's tough.
was
For
delicious.
the play. Just
Ah.
for the play and the finish. That was top notch.
Goal of the week.
There's a Liverpool goal surely in there. Surely of the 6.
Nah,
I think Hazard's second goal was incredible.
Second.
Yeah.
What, with the left foot?
yeah.
I prefer the first foot, the first one. We went in, he just dinked in from the left hand side and
I know that's everyday hazard, isn't it?
The second one
That's everyday
was
hazard.
like, yo, you left the
The
keeper.
second one, when he passed it to Pedro, Pedro flicks it back. He goes
True,
in
he
and
left
out,
the
two
keeper,
defenders.
bruv, he
you know,
left the
bang.
keeper. I don't
Oh!
know, bro.
That's a shout.
He left the keep pointing for the train still.
Yeah, keep it even move. Keep it even moving as well. Excellent.
Rooted to the spot,
Um,
as they say.
There was other goals though. There was other really good goals. I could watch a match of the day and be like, wow. But I can't remember what. Oh, you forget, don't you?
Nah, the one that said wow was Pogba to me.
Pogba, bro.
So
Yes,
I mean,
it's Pogba.
Yeah.
93 million, bro.
Yeah,
That's
Paul
the sort
Pogba. Team of the week.
Paul Pogba is goal of the week.
Team of the week. Now there's a lot of debates here.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I think it's Chelsea.
Chelsea
I think
won
we're team of the
5-0
week. I know I've
against
mentioned Chelsea
Everton.
in every single award, but I think we're team of the week, guys.
Chelsea won 5-0. Liverpool won 6-1. Hull beat Southampton 2-1, and West Brom beat Leicester 2-1 away.
Listen,
So
this
is
can I
tough.
do one for Bats, bro?
What's the ban?
Sunderland.
Oh, Sunderland as well.
Sunderland should be
What,
in
for
with a
getting their
shout.
first win of the season?
In with a shout. Getting their
Hey,
first win of
guys,
the
do one
season.
for
It's
Bats.
only against Bournemouth. Like, Leicester losing at home to West Brom is a stretch. That's something, yeah. And Hull beating Southampton.
Oh.
That is something. Beating Bournemouth? Nah, mate. I'm not having that.
Well, you couldn't see it happening last week.
I
So
couldn't
now
see
all of
it
a sudden
happening.
it's like,
Not because of the quality
Alright,
of
then
Bournemouth, but
who
for
you
the
giving
shocking
it
dire
to?
performances of Sunderland.
Who are you giving it to, bro?
What, team of the week?
Yeah.
Chelsea were the best
Liverpool
team
scored
this year.
6.
Well,
They
they
scored 6
conceded,
and conceded 1. I'd rather win 5-0 than win 6-1, to be honest.
But it contributes
What
to that goal
difference
difference,
is
bro.
that?
That
It-
goal
it's the
difference.
goal that
What
conceded.
goal
Goal
difference?
difference
It's still
is crucial
+5
up here,
on both
guys.
games.
Yeah.
The United
It's
lose the
level
league
it.
on
It
goal
goes to goal
difference, bro.
scores.
The United lose the league on goal difference,
Bro,
guys.
Liverpool are
It's
top of the league
crucial,
right now.
bro.
It's the first time this
It's
season.
crucial,
They are
bro.
top of the league.
Yeah, they are.
And they don't
Well done to
That was
them.
a great performance to
Well
catch.
Listen, I'll
done
give it
to
to
them.
Liverpool.
I'm going Liverpool.
How? How can it be Liverpool? Did you watch Chelsea versus Everton?
I did.
We
Did
did.
you see it?
Remember the
Yeah.
debate?
Did you see Everton have one
Remember
shot?
the debate? The debate was, did Everton lie down or did Chelsea play? Chelsea played awesome.
Everton were tied up. They didn't lie down.
Everton laid down.
So what?
Listen,
and-
your boy Hazard got a goal of the week, okay? Right? And this was my debate. I was saying to you, look, I think Liverpool had the best
So you're
performance.
telling me
in the-
Watford didn't lie down? No.
Well,
Watford laid
bro,
laid
they,
down, bro.
it was Watford played to the best of their
You're telling me
ability.
Watford didn't lie down? So did Watford lie down?
Liverpool had like 37 shots.
We played a much better team than Watford.
Listen,
Look at who Everton, what Everton are. Look at Lukaku, silenced. Who
did you silence them lot though, or did they lay down?
We silenced them.
I don't
we
think
we
nothing.
forced them to the ground and
The
tied them
goalkeeper
up.
was
That's what happened.
even the goalkeeper laid down. For goodness sake, the goals he
Are you
conceded.
mugging me off?
I'm not gonna lie, bro.
Are you actually
We
mugging
get
me off?
now check this. If you're given a Liverpool goal scorer, yeah, or something like that, or whatever, we would have. Oh, I said fine.
But that's not how we're running this show, Peter.
It's not.
That's not
Listen,
how we're running
team
this
of the
show.
week.
It's
Lee
not.
said Liverpool. I said Liverpool. You're saying Chelsea. You're still debating. You're still arguing.
Can we just give it to both of them?
No.
No.
That
If you
can't-
guys
that can't
want
work.
to go with Liverpool, go with Liverpool. Go
think-
with it.
I think-
But just know, the next time Arsenal have a notable win, I'll find a Sunderland
Oh,
performance.
I tell you
that's
what,
gonna
bro.
trump
I tell you
it.
what, bro. We had a few notable wins this season, and we didn't get a mensch. So
Name one that was as good as Chelsea Everton.
Arsenal Sunderland.
I don't think there's been a performance this season. Arsenal Sunderland.
Oh, Arsenal
Stop
Chelsea.
talking.
Arsenal Chelsea was it's
Yeah,
probably the
we-
best performance of
Not,
this season.
not better than.
It's the best
than
performance of this season.
5-0.
Oh, let me tell you. Performance of the year will be Arsenal versus
Alright,
Chelsea.
team of the week.
That's an idea of
man.
lying
What's the
down.
next thing, bro? Hey,
Huh?
what's the next thing, bro?
We need to do
What?
predictions.
Not that guy first. And
Oh,
then
not
so-
that guy. My guy.
Ooh.
Hiyo!
Hiyo!
Yeah, who's not that
Go on,
guy? this
David,
week?
line it up.
Now, guys, are we giving it to a club or the manager, bro?
I don't know, bruv, because you see, I've got a player in mind, innit? But I know where you're going.
I don't think. Wait.
I know where you're
Yeah,
going.
where are you going? I don't.
Oh,
don't
there's
think you
one
know.
man in.
I don't
yeah.
think you know where
I
he's
think
going.
we kind of gave a little hint of it earlier.
Yeah, but where are you going, David?
Fam, he's a manager, bro.
They were
He's
at
a
the bridge.
manager.
Yeah,
They
they
were at the bridge, bro.
Why? What? I don't think this person. I don't think it's not that guy.
Bruv, he
I don't
got
think
it.
it-
He got it
wrong,
awfully
bro.
wrong on Saturday.
I think,
He got
like,
it so
I
wrong.
said before, it's roulette at the bridge right now. You bring any group of players, any Messi, any Neymar, anyone you want, and it's not going to go the way you plan.
See any name on
Do you know what I mean right now?
What are you talking
What are you
about?
talking about?
Mourinho has
bro?
come, failed. Ranieri has come, failed. You know, are we really going to point the finger at Koeman now? Is that what we're going to do, guys?
Listen.
It's up to you, Peter. You run this podcast. You do
No,
what you
I'm
want.
saying like I'm not.
So who are you gonna give it to, bruv?
I was gonna give it to Vimmer.
I was just questioning your.
No,
I was
no,
giving it to
no,
Vimmer
no,
for
no.
scoring an own goal.
No, they're true,
I think Vim is more of a not that guy, but
Nah, but
No.
Koeman got it so
No, got it
wrong.
wrong, bro.
Like Oscar, you know, like it was so inept from him. Like it was just like, no, Koeman, you're better than this. Like you're a very competent manager. Arguably the next one to take Arsenal's title chances to a new level. But this was, I don't know if you understand. It was so poor. It was so bad. But I guess because you're the Chelsea fan who beat that.
Yeah,
you won't
I just think we were excellent. I think their players could have matched us.
But I don't care.
Until you're the neutral.
I feel like if our players played to the best of our ability, we do that every week.
Every Everton fan would have been so pissed about that.
Alright, go on. Do it.
I'm lining it up.
Line that up, bro.
David. Line it.
This gentleman was born on the 21st of March, 1963.
1963.
Woo!
Huh? Where was his place of birth? Zandam, bruv.
Zandam.
His position was defender, midfielder, yeah?
Jeez.
A legend in the game.
Bruv, legend in the game, bruv, yeah?
Oh yeah, absolute legend.
Man won the title, yeah, in the Dutch league, yeah, with Ajax, yeah?
Trust.
And PSV, yeah?
Jeez, well, them
And then after that, yeah, man moved to Barca, innit?
he's savage.
Yeah, just duppy, bruv, just bare cups, bruv.
Just cups.
Copa del Rey, La Liga, the Super Copa, bruv, European Cup, all that, bruv.
Has he won the Champions League before? Probably with Ajax.
No, bruv.
He never won the Champions
Runner
League.
up, bruv. With Ajax, no.
Oh, he was runner up.
Nah, bruv. Runner up, bruv.
Oh, swag.
It's deep, bruv. It's deep. It's
Anyway,
deep.
yeah.
Bruv, he won the European Championship with the Netherlands in 1988, bruv. The current Everton manager. They've been played 3-4-3, blood, at the bridge, bruv. I said this at the beginning of the game, yeah? Don't just play the formation for the sake of it, bruv. Ronald Koeman, you're not that guy, bruv! Sort it out, bruv!
Oh, I love it.
Back three of Jigioka, Ashley Williams.
Oh, I feel this morning.
What are you talking about, bro?
Did Oviedo get injured?
It was garbage, whatever it was.
Did he get injured?
I don't know.
Please, I need to know because he got substituted after 36 minutes.
No,
Yeah, bro.
He just changed the. Remember, he
changed the formation,
Yeah, I remember
bro.
that. He just changed. I said, yeah, because I remember when he was coming off. I remember we were all sitting there. I was like, "Fuck, get him off." I was like, get. I was livid, bro. I couldn't believe Everton we're just getting pied like this. Oh my god! I'm there saying, yeah, I think it'll be a draw.
Bro.
I think it'll be a draw. You know what I mean? I was all puffing my chest.
Why is his name Stecklenberg, yeah? Get him out of the team, bruv. Bring back Howard. Bring back Howard.
He's had a few howlers this season as much as...
Bring back Howard,
Howard? Holy smokes, Howard!
That's how bad he was, bruv.
Come on.
Bruv, Funes Mori, garbage. Oviedo, garbage.
Cleverly, bruv. Trash. Trash.
Nah, bro, he mugged it. Do you know how many wingers he had on the bench? He had Kevin Morales, he had Aaron Lennon, he had Delafeu,
and Valencia.
and Valencia. Oh, flip it out. He had so much attack.
Get out of here, man.
Oh, we doing predictions for after the international break. Oh my days.
It's a bit far.
It's a bit far.
Well, look, we've only done an hour of the pod, so it's entirely up to you. We've done like an hour and
I don't
five.
know. I want to know what you guys thought of the England squad.
Oh, shut up, please, stop it.
Man. Don't bring that England,
Stop
bruv.
it! What? So when it comes to the tournament, they don't want to pick no Arsenal players. And then when it comes to these dead friendlies and qualifications, guess what? Kieran Gibbs, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, Theo Walcott.
Kieran Gibbs didn't make the squad.
Did he not?
No, he didn't.
He didn't-
Aaron
I don't care.
Cresswell did make the squad.
How did he make it? He was 17.
Come on,
How did he make
bruv.
it? How did he make it? Gibbs played in Bulgaria the other day, bro. In Bulgaria,
And what happened in Bulgaria?
And
He
he
was
won.
winning 2 against
No,
Leicester.
but he won, bro.
One goal came directly from the
Champions League
Kieran Gibbs.
experience. Champions League experience.
On number 2.
Champions League.
stop. No,
Champions League
no,
experience.
no,
Do you remember?
bro.
Do you remember Kieran Gibbs' first ever game in the Champions League? Do you remember what he did?
Yeah,
He
players
slipped.
grow.
He
Players
slipped
grow.
and allowed
Players grow.
Ronaldo to knock you out of the Champions
Players
League.
grow.
At
Oh.
the Emirates.
Do you remember when Mr. John Terry slipped against Theo Walcott at Stamford Bridge?
But Terry missed the penalty, blood.
Oh yeah, Terry missed the penalty in the Champions League final. I dare you.
I dare you,
I
bro.
dare you.
Terry's an
bro.
excellent
Listen,
defender.
Kieran Gibbs has played more games for Arsenal this season than Cresswell has.
Can I
And yet he's in the
break
thing.
something to you that you might not understand? Kieran Gibbs is not a good left
No,
back.
my point is
He's
this. Look, my point is this. We get our
Aaron Cresswell is better than Kieran Gibbs.
Our Arsenal players get used when it doesn't count, and then when it comes to the big tournaments, what's it called? Oh yeah, no, we're not going to reckon you in. How many Arsenal players made the Euros this year? Was it one?
But
in the England team.
But
One.
Walcott would have gone. Actually, Walcott didn't get picked, did he?
I think Walker didn't go.
Did you just not get picked?
Who got picked? Not one then. The
Wilshere,
ninth.
bro.
Oh yeah, Wilshere.
I wish you wouldn't even played the game.
Wilshere. Of all of them. You got Chamberlain and
guy
Walker
who played like how many
rotting.
minutes?
I'm vexed. I'm gutted about this, man. I'm gutted. About English. We talk about the English.
England team, bruv.
What? Come on, man.
Galvin, man. No one talks about England, man. It's boring. I don't watch England matches anymore.
Guys, it's a huge game against
I
Scotland.
don't listen.
Bruv,
I'm waiting for when the tournament starts. I'll pay attention. I'm not trying to hear nothing now, bro, about Southgate interim man. What is this? What is wrong with this? What is wrong? I was gonna say this nation, but that team, that organisation. I can't be asked, man. I can't be bothered. Should we do the predictions or not?
Nah, man, not really.
No.
Not really. But shout out to all our...
Let's do predictions of the big ones. So United, Arsenal, that's a huge
There's only
game.
one big game.
Is that it?
Yeah, it's just one
Who
big
Chelsea got?
Chelsea, you're
Middlesbrough,
away at
bro.
Borough.
Away at Borough. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, United home to Arsenal.
Alright, so what you
But
guys
guess what Monday Night Football is, yeah?
What's that?
West Brom Burnley, bro. Come on.
Why are you not
Come
doing this to
on,
us?
bruv.
These TV rights
You
people.
know what? You know when
Sky
they start.
Sports,
You know
why are you doing that?
when they start advertising 128 games live on TV, rotted blood. Yeah, and then you find out, bro, you got 5 games at Selhurst Park.
Why are you doing
I'm
that
not on
to
that,
us?
bro.
Like, why?
Why, bro?
Flip it,
I'm
man.
watching the NBA or something or the NFL.
Trust me, bro.
This is ridiculous, bro.
Bro, West Brom Burnley, bro.
I can't be
Nah.
asked. I can't be bothered, bro.
Nah, bro.
Stupid.
West Brom,
Anyway,
Burnley, you know.
on a Monday,
Are you mad?
we didn't soldier what was it? Stoke, Watford. There was a game we laboured. Was it Burnley, Watford?
Right, last night
Burnley,
it was
Watford.
Stoke, Swansea.
Stoke,
Swansea.
Burnley.
We had a Burnley, Watford.
Monday Night Football games are trash.
We have soldiered, bro.
And the worst one of all, Man United versus Liverpool.
Hey! Taxi! On that note, I
Had
think
to
we
bring
will
the bands.
resume this podcast after the international break, where Arsenal slaps Manchester United at Old Trafford.
Trust me. Let's do this,
And we
bro.
go back on top of the league, as we do. Shout out to all the listeners. Big up to the subscribers. Shout out to Adrian again for his graduation. Big up Remy as well, listening to episode 11 and he was laughing his head off. Done no.
Done no.
Shout out to all the listeners. Big up everyone that's been tweeting and whatnot.
And everyone that is following us on SoundCloud.
SoundClizzy. Yes, SoundCloud, YouTube, iTunes, Twitter are all on there. Facebook, it's all Top 4 Podcast.
Done
You
no.
done no. Catch you in 2 weeks' time.
Peace.
Peace. Later.